Hello, and look where we are. Wow, fantastic. This is rare these days because usually at nighttime, Win-Win's is so jammed at my table, number 10, is usually taken up. So hi everyone, welcome to Taiwan Live TV, and this is the famous Win-Win's. I'm MJ Klein, and you're watching TaiwanLive.tv also, and you can go to TaiwanLive.tv and click on the live stream and watch there if you would prefer. We have comments burning to the chat stream, and we are broadcasting simultaneously on Periscope, Twitch, and YouTube. Just want to say hi everyone. Yeah, it's pretty interesting being here at this time because here in Taiwan things are, for the most part, fairly normal. You know, we don't really have many restrictions. Although today, the National Epidemic, the Command Center, recommended that certain places be closed, and one of them was a dance club, and they didn't like that, and so they're trying to fight being closed. So, Dave, how are you? Fist bump to you. Nice to see you. So we know that comments are working on Periscope and also on YouTube. So I want to thank everyone for joining. I'm drinking something interesting. I found this 9.9%. They call it strong beer. The outside's kind of dirty. I don't really care, but I'm going to wipe it off. But they call it the, there you go, Long Island iced beer. I'm still not used to it being backwards. Anyhow, Long Island iced beer. And yeah, I'm just checking it out. I've got my Black Hammer, beautiful, you know, stainless steel. I got this little sleeve on it, you know, for a handle. But my Black Hammer, beautiful stainless steel insulated cup, man, it's great. It keeps everything cold. You know, had a pretty heavy show. It is strong, yeah. I only got 2 though, and I might not drink the second one. Now I do have my microphone with me, so if the ambient noise is too loud, just let me know, and I'll plug this in and I'll clip it, you know, like right on my shirt. It'll be okay. I haven't advertised it, but I could actually do a Skype call in too, using this mic and holding it up next to the other device. Now you guys know me, and you know I like apple cider vinegar. So I couldn't resist these. Look at this. Apple vinegar potato chips. Look at this. That's what it says. Yep, Pingwell Koei. So it says apple flavor on it. And so, yeah, I gotta open these up. I also got my Swanto, the pasta. This is garlic peanuts. So I thought I would try to have as much of a normal everyday afternoon, you know, in Taiwan. And this is what it looks outside of Win-Win's. That's my bike in the corner, and you know, the place across the street, right this second, is closed. That's a like a lamb hot pot place. But you know, it's going to be open later. The reason it's closed is because it's I know, yeah, absolutely. The reason it's closed is because it's 20 minutes till 4 p.m. So yeah. Now it's funny you said that, Dave, because it's common for people in Taiwan to have things like typhoon party. When a typhoon is coming, lamb hot pie. Yeah, there you go. Hi, Jaspy. Yeah. Well, when you come here next time, maybe in 2 or 3 more years, it's at the end of my street. I can take you there. These are good. They taste like apples. And they taste like vinegar, and they taste like salt. I mean, this is a win-win. So, keeping my social distancing. And if anybody approaches, you know, I'm ready to go. It's already open and molded. All I got to do is do this. Oh, instant, you know, instant mask. My friend Dennis sent me a picture, and I didn't add it. But what he's done is he punched 2 holes in the bottom, and he hangs it around his neck on a string, so it's always hanging like down here, right? And then he just picks it up. So it's pretty smart. I know. Nobody can wait. We had a very heavy show last night, and what I want to do is, I want to do this because I want to show you. We had a really heavy show last night, and we had Casper, who very kindly agreed to come on the show, and that was our broadcast URL last night. And we talked about the plague, okay? Now I want to show you something. Whoops, sorry. See that number? Total confirmed. 1,502,618. Now, I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to kill this because... Okay, good. Okay, thanks. Well, maybe I shouldn't say this then. All right, look. I'm just going to do this one thing. I just want to show you where we are from yesterday to today. Okay? And that would be this. But the good news is it is slowing down. It's slowing down. And I was kind of I was rather, well, I was kind of discouraged. But now I'm getting encouraged. So here we go. Now, Dave in Osaka has been right here. Fantastic. Okay, good. But you know, even if you were, it's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I'm not, as you know, I'm not easily offended, and I don't usually take things the wrong way, so don't worry about it. David's right here. Remember that? Fantastic. I miss those days. Now, in addition to some of these regular, you know, everyday kind of streams, I have a considerable archive of saved broadcasts from like 2016. What I call the glory days of Periscope. And what I'm doing is I'm condensing them down into 30 minutes. I didn't order anything from here. I just came here to use it as a backdrop. But that's the thing about Win-Win, you know? Win-Win told me a long time ago, she said, if I'm anywhere in the neighborhood, doesn't matter where I am, don't buy any ice. She said, just come to my place and you go in the canister and scoop it out. Take a whole thing, whatever. So, it's a little early. I didn't want to buy anything right now. Bernardo, this bump to you. How you doing? Nice to see all you guys. It's great. And it's funny because lately I noticed I've been getting more views on Periscope, but I get a lot more interaction on YouTube. And it is slow. It's slow building an audience on YouTube. Hey Jasper, you know, I just want to say it's so great to see you. I know that you're on you've got time constraints in Australia, but it's great to be able to have you with us, you know. And I've told this story before about how I got this mysterious follow by a young woman named Jaspy on Twitter, and I looked at her Twitter profile, and she was only following one person, and that was Taiwan Live TV. I was like, wow, okay. If any of the platforms are having difficulty, you might want to try another. You can try Periscope, or you can try Twitch. But anyway, getting back to the other thing, I'm going to present in the next day or two a Taiwan Live TV pre-recorded broadcast from 2016 of the time that I was in the Hukou Old Streets, and I visited a temple at the end of the street and stumbled upon Matsu's birthday celebration, where they had one of those pigs out front, you know, that was spread out, and they were cutting it up it had already been butchered, but they were dividing it up for the temple members. So I know you're not a bot. That's so funny. But I do want to thank Jake Song and all the wonderful people at Prism Live, because they have made this so such an incredible app, you know, to be able to do all these things, you know, and have multimedia and so forth. And I also want to thank all of my followers, you know, who sent me these fantastic videos.
Hello, my name is Coco, also known as Val, and I live in North Carolina. Yes, I am in the Carolinas. And I just want to welcome you because you are on Late Night with MJ Klein.
Except for one thing. This isn't late night right now, but you get the point. Now, these are the peanuts. But you know, when you're in North Korea, you're not exactly thinking about stuff like that. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. If everybody else starts using Prism, I'm going to make bumpers for you guys. Now, is there anything on here that I wanted to show? What is this one? Yes.
Welcome, here from the top of Europe, and you're watching Taiwan Live with MJ Klein.
Now, I don't know why, but sometimes the video is a little bit out of sync, but that's okay. Now, is the audio okay? Can you hear okay? There is a lot of background noise. I'm not using my mic, but there is a lot of background noise. If the background noise gets too heavy, I'll just use the lab mic. This is called the A.LAV, A-Lab, by a company called Aputure, A-P-U-T-U-R-E. Audio's okay? Thanks. And I trust you. So, we're talking a few minutes ago, you know, about engagement. I broke 200. I broke 200 followers a couple days ago, and I got 202 now. This is on YouTube. When I started Taiwan Live TV and the whole thing, you know, with the website and using Catch and all that, I got, you know, 1,000 followers on Periscope within, you know, a week or two, or within like a month. But after that, I quit devoting so much time to Periscope because I wasn't able to use it on the website. So we've got a Taiwan Live TV, right? That's all YouTube embeds. And it's really hard to get big numbers on YouTube as far as subscriber numbers. Now, once you get high subscriber numbers, then you get high view numbers. But one thing that I have is I got retention. I mean, I was looking at the retention numbers, and I have no idea why you guys watch me so long, but people, stay connected for 45 minutes or something. So I just want to thank you. I appreciate it. I hate when I miss comments, and I hate when I don't connect with what somebody says, which happens sometimes, naturally. But true, yeah, true. But now with the Bootsy thing coming out, and my QR code on the bottle and the whole thing, so I expect it to come up. But I don't do what I do, for numbers, and I don't use YouTube directly to make money. To be honest with you, I don't really see myself ever partnering with YouTube, like, monetizing my channel. I never tried to. I don't even know if I qualify. It's kind of like Social Security, I don't want anything from the government, so I don't take it. I don't need it. So it's just a tool, and I have other ways to make money that are indirect. Basically, I view these live streaming apps as a way to sell things, direct people to sales. And if you look at apps like, they call it Shopee in English, but it's really Shopee, which means shrimp skin in Chinese. You might have to search that way. But when you find these shopping apps, and people are using live streaming, I mean, especially like, it's really hot as clothing sales. There are all kinds of, like, husband and wife teams, where the husband's running the camera, and the wife will introduce, like, she'll hold up a shirt or something, and she'll say, okay, I'll be right back. She goes off camera, puts it on, and models it, and it looks really nice, and she said, this is the size. And it's funny because sometimes they publish, like, oh, my height is 162 centimeters and my weight is, 57 kilograms. And so people can relate to that. Okay, that person's like close to my size, or a little larger or a little smaller. And then, okay, so now I'm going to show you this skirt. I'm going to try that out. It's all, none of it's indecent. It's all, top shelf. But I mean, what a fantastic way to sell things. And my whole idea of Taiwan Live TV is to eventually do a full-featured program, of course, paid for by a corporate sponsor. And I already have the corporate sponsor. So, if life goes down, the way it's supposed to, and we get out of this emergency that we're in, it'll be better. But on the other hand, if everybody's in lockdown, or they might be in quarantine, sure's a good way to spend your time. There is one thing though that really bothers me about YouTube, and it's all these copyright strikes. And I know something about that. As a BMI affiliated songwriter, and as a former vice president of engineering for the second largest talk radio network in the United States in the 90s, I'm familiar with the performing arts societies like BMI, ASCAP, CSAC. You pay them royalties. But you know, if you release a record, you know, there's the artist share, there's the writer's share, and there's the publisher's share. Now, if you're the artist and the writer, then you get those. But if you're only the artist, and you're not the writer, you get your share, the writer gets their share, and the publisher gets their share. But on YouTube, if I sit here, if I sing a song right now with no music, no accompaniment, some algorithm is going to hear that melody and attribute it to a song, and they're going to lock this video. It can't be shown anywhere in the world, or if it's monetized, they claim the money, 100% of it. But I'm a professional singer. I started playing clubs when I was 8 years old. My mom been playing guitar over 50 years. I have a discography. I'm a, internationally known recording artist. Where's my artist fee? So that's another reason I don't want to partner with YouTube, because I don't want to do a stream that's going to make them that kind of unwarranted, unfair, and illegal, technically, money. See, if I don't monetize my channel, they can do a copyright claim all they want. There's no money to take. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Anyway, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to make a prediction. I'm doing a cover tune in my studio. And it's a great cover tune. It's called Cheap Tequila. And it's written by Rick Derringer. And Johnny Winter did a version of it on his 1973 album called Still Alive and Well. It's great. I've been doing a version of it in my studio. When I finish it, I'm going to release it. But I'm going to release it with the appropriate paperwork. It's all paperwork. The appropriate publishing paperwork, so that I have the right to do it. The right to perform it, and I have the right to my artist share. My artist share, right? I'm not the writer. The writer's Rick Derringer. He gets that. And the publisher, they get that. Writer and publisher. But I get my artist share. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to release a video of that song on my studio channel. Okay? And here's my studio channel. Same as Instagram. And you can go to phoenixmediaforge.com. I'm going to release that on my studio channel. And I'm going to get a copyright hit. And I'm going to take that paperwork and I'm going to roll it into a ball, and into a roll, and jam it down their throat. Kind of like Ross did in Alien. Yeah. What I'm really looking forward to is being able to eventually maybe even launch a lawsuit to stop that from happening. The YouTube community doesn't really know what to do, and I don't blame them. but I do. And it's going to take time, you know. I got to discuss it with my business partner and see. And we do have a, you know, a big Boston attorney, you know, actually a firm. That's the other thing too. All those years that I was in the big time, I had free legal services. It was amazing. Got some lawyer stories to tell you if you want. But all right, look, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to put this up here so people can see it. Can you see that? It's kind of hard to see. Let me go on the other side. No, too hard to see. I know it's the color. Okay. Oh, this is bugging me. All right, let me do this again. I'm going to put it down here next to the, you know, the dark color of my shirt. Skype call. Taiwan Live TV. What I'm going to do is I'm going to enable Skype here. And so if you would like to give me a call, just use that right there. Skype call. Taiwan Live TV. And I'll be more than happy to put you on the air. Hoodoos, how are you? My goodness. Hoodoos, who are you? Yeah, it's been a long time. How you doing? Welcome on Periscope. We're having a nice afternoon. I'm drinking some 9.9% beer. This is an unopened bottle. It's 9.9% Long Island iced beer. Holy cow, look at this. Yeah. Years ago, when my wife and I were dating, I introduced her to the Long Island iced tea. She took one sip and said, wow, this is amazing. Downed it. Thank you. It's good to see you too. And we need an update as to what's going on. You know. Hoodoos is in Alaska. Alaska, as we say in Chinese. So, yeah. You know what's interesting? Speaking of which, we had a very interesting viewer last night who was typing to me in Chinese. And we used to get that a lot on Periscope, but not much anymore, so that was cool. Okay, you say you was is past tense. So did you get sent home? For those of you who just joined, I'm eating the apple vinegar flavor potato chips, and also garlic peanuts. You're moving back? They are. Trust me, they are. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. Moving back to Utah. Hey Breeze, how are you? Nice to have you with us. Welcome to Taiwan, where things are fairly normal. Whoa. Moving back to Utah. Yeah, okay. By the way, anybody who wants to can do a Skype call, Taiwan Live TV. I got my second device and I'm going to just hold it up to the speaker. It works great, so don't be shy. Gonna relocate. Okay. Now, it's okay. You know what? I'm not going to ask you why. It's your personal business, and you can PM me if you want, or not. I just know that, well, for one thing, I'm going to tell you, Hoodoos, I'm disappointed because I wanted to see more content, you know, from Alaska. Coco, how are you? And Phoenix says hi. Phoenix, you know, Phoenix, my daughter, she absolutely loves Coco. Thanks, Breeze, but Taiwan is the one that's going to save the rest of the world. I mean, look around here. You know, I mean, seriously. If you were to point something that way and fire it like 150 kilometers, it would land in China. So that's how close we are, but we have less than 400 cases. Okay. Well, you don't owe me any explanation. She's doing great. Coco, you saw the video that I posted in the late night group. I can show that video here if you guys want. As everybody knows, I've got a recording studio in the top floor of my house, and I've been working with an engineer, a French engineer, on an automation system for the console that moves the faders, you know, so you can automate and mix. Now my daughter Phoenix, she's 7 years old, and she has these little characters, you know, like a tomato. Thank you. Thanks, T. I appreciate it. Like a, you know, tomato or a banana or a cucumber or something, and they even have like some like a Taiwanese like train conductor and stuff, you know. But they got little suction cups on the bottom of them. So I got this idea. See, the automation system allows you to record the movements of the faders on the console. You know, you guys have seen recording consoles, and you know the faders that move the audio. So what I did was I took her little tomato thing and I took the suction cup and I stuck it onto the knob of the fader, and I recorded automation. What I did was I let her do it. I turned the automation on and the record on, and I let her just move it up and down and up and down. So every time we play it back, the little tomato thing goes up and down. It's actually pretty funny. Oh, okay. Have you and I talked before? Because there was a French gentleman in Bangkok that joined my live stream, but yeah. Thank you so much, Coco. Hello to everybody. Hello from everybody. And so, yeah, right now, if you're working from home in Bangkok, that's probably the best idea. So, now, let me do this. Just bear with me. You're going to see me doing this on my finger. Don't worry about it. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to find this little video that I did with Phoenix, and it's actually quite funny. Okay, I got it. Here it is. All right, let me show this. Okay, let me show this because I'm going to go like this. This is Phoenix in my studio with the automation. So here we go.
Tomato.
Start back at the beginning. Here we go. Ready? And that's the little tomato thing. That's what I'm going to do. Ready? Okay. Okay, so. Oh, no. I don't want to do that. Hang on. Almost said it on a broadcast. I take no credit for her cuteness. I was walking, when Phoenix was a baby, I was walking around with her, and somebody said, "Oh, is that your daughter?" I said, "Yes." And then they said, "Well, where'd you get her?" "Hey, John, how you doing? Welcome on Periscope." But you see what I mean, T, and everybody else. That was so funny. Being able to do the console automation, you know, with that thing jumping up and down. She just loves that. All right, number 1 is down. Now let me show you this. This, it really, really did. This is an aftermarket little sling, you know, with one of those regular, you know, snap buckles on it, that you can put on any kind of a bottle or a cup. But this is the thing that really shows black camera. Now these scratches are because I'm stupid enough to put it in my bicycle bottle holder, you know, which is metal. But it ships with 2 tops. It ships with a flip, gotta be careful how you say that, a flip top. And this top with a like a grommet on it. So what you do is, and the funny thing is, I mean, this is the small one. They make a big one, and you guys saw the big one, the pink one. This diameter, look at this. It fits a beer bottle, it fits a can. So then what you do is you just do this, and you push this over this, and then you screw it down tight. And it's in there, it ain't going anywhere, but it's a completely insulated system. And it also fits like a beer bottle size. It's amazing because, you know, beer bottles and cans are almost the same diameter for a very good reason. Manufacturers realize, you know, that if aftermarket companies make those insulated holders, they got to fit both things, because nobody wants to buy one for each and then go, "Oh, do I need to take one or do I need to take 2?" So then what I do is I throw it in this thing, and then I can like hang it on my bike or just walk around the neighborhood. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my, okay, I just cleaned it off and we're going to open this puppy up. Now, I know people are having problems with not being able to travel. And this has really affected my sponsor, ivideo.com.tw. Now, please, depending on the platform that you're viewing on, look either in the description or in the profile. But ivideo.com.tw has the most fantastic rates on internet services. This is a battery bank Wi-Fi box that I'm using right now. I not only have this device, I have this device connected to it too. This is 4G, and when 5G becomes widely available, they're going to switch to that. But they have contracts all over the world with telecom companies. And so pretty much no matter where you're traveling or intend to travel, they've got a plan for you. When we went to Thailand, we got their 10 country Asian Wi-Fi box, and it was fantastic because, you know, my wife could connect to it too. So we didn't have to each have, you know, like 2 SIM cards. Now my phone is a dual SIM card phone, but I don't need to put the second SIM card in because I use the Wi-Fi box, and that still allows me, even if you have it like a single SIM card phone, if you go to another country and you put that other country's SIM card in your phone, you can't receive emergency calls on your main number, and that's the problem. So yeah. Now here's the thing about ivideo.com.tw. Excuse me. The contracts that they have negotiated are so cheap that if you are an expat living in a foreign country, their prices are probably cheaper than getting a local contract. So even though times are tough, I'd like for you to consider supporting my sponsor. They've been my sponsor for over 2 years, and they sponsor me through thick and through thin. If you guys remember back in 2018 when I went in February to see Dr. Sears in Royal Palm Beach, Florida, that was also sponsored by iVideo.com. They sent me a Wi-Fi box for America, and it came to my house like the day before I left, and when I came back to the airport, I just dropped it off. Couldn't be easier. And thank you for bearing with that commercial announcement. Now, if anyone would like to join, look in Skype. Do a search on Taiwan Live TV. Anybody can call. Of course, if you troll me, I'm going to block you. But that's okay. We had a really nice Skype call-in show last week next door at the other place. You know, where the where Wen-Wen's deep fried chicken is. Hoodoo's, let me ask you a question. This way. What do you think of the comments from Prism Live Streaming, or Prism Live Studio, now supports burning the comments? You see, no matter if you're looking on YouTube or Twitch or Periscope, you can see the comments from all of the participants on any platform. And it's scrollable. Look at this. That's amazing. Now, I don't want to take credit for that, but I did push them to do it. Somebody said I'm an influencer. Yeah, me too. I do too. And I used to do that with Streamlabs, but I was never able to get Streamlabs to work with Twitch. And as much as I love Restream, and the engineers at Restream are incredible, and I have a good relationship with Restream, but their comments were never, it does, doesn't it? It does seem smooth. Their comments were never timely enough. There was always a lag, always a delay, and I would be talking about something and a comment would come in, and it was clear that the comment was in reference to something that that happened, you know, half an hour ago. Now here's the funny thing. When you go back later, and I'm not trying to get a replay out of you, but check the replay and you will find that, yes, it did. That if you look at Periscope, and you'll see the comment come on the video, and then you'll see the comment in the chat stream almost simultaneously. It's amazing. So, yes, it does. And the problem is, it makes the show host seem stupid when you have to say stuff like, huh? What are you talking about? I don't know. Because it was, you know, half an hour ago or something. Not literally, but you know what I mean. 30 seconds, a minute ago. And when you're a talk show host, you have to keep talking, or else it's like this. Isn't this magical? Right. So there you go. So, uh-oh. I'm getting an income. Yep. I had to turn it off. It was my wife. She's not going to be happy. So maybe what that's telling me is maybe that's telling me that it's time for me to end the party. So, we had a great 45 minutes. You guys take care. No, that's all right. You guys take care. It's been great to see you too, Steve. Take care. We'll see you guys.